I'm in the process of installing this super winch onto this Suzuki 750 King Quad. I've already pre-mounted the winch, and in the directions for mounting it says to assemble the winch and mounting bracket before mounting it to the four-wheeler. I did try that. It did not work at all because there's not enough room to get the whole assembly in there. So I disassembled it and mounted the mounting bracket first. The winch, you can just sit right on the mounting bracket and put the bolts in underneath, and it just holds itself, so you don't really have to try to hold it or anything while trying to mount it. So I ran the pulling wire, and that's actually what I'm going to put my main power wires to, and then I'm just going to pull that right on through. And kind of straighten those out a little bit. Take my electrical tape, and I'm just going to fish this right through the two holes. Bend that back. And I definitely don't want this to come loose, so I'm going to put the electrical tape around it. And I want to cover up that end piece because I don't want that to get snagged on anything either. And that's it. Hopefully it'll pull right through. I'm just going to kind of hope it along on that side. And this through, and this is going to be the kind of pain, so I've removed the side cover here so I can get my hands in there and help it through a little better. And for a quick recap, these are the wires coming from the relay. They go up through that tube there, and if you don't have a tube, you can obviously just run it along the frame. Then they come up, out, right there, down in here, through, and across over to here. And now these are my relay terminals that are going to send power right to the winch. These are the wires directly from the battery, so they get hooked up right here. This is the power wire for my switch, which then gets ran up to here and then fed down through, wraps back around and comes out right here. Also, the reason why I tied this directly to the battery, I read online that a lot of people are cautious to not run it through the key switch in case you ever have an issue where you actually need to run the winch without the key. And as you can see, I put the wire in between those two instead of on the screw side. Put it on the screw side, it could damage the wire just with the torquing and stuff. So just an extra little tip. Control wiring. Here you have your main power wires, and then these wires get fed to the winch. You can tell that these are the control wires and main power side because the ground is actually run right directly off of the main ground. So it's kind of a little bit of a note there so you can tell the difference between your relay and your actual power. And on this guy here, it does specify a battery side, so that does kind of matter. This, I am hooked to the battery side, and then this is the control relay side. So, and I think that's it. Pretty simple. in and out here. Winch there.